All right, guys, answering your questions again. These are all from YouTube, and we have so many, so I'll do my best. If you have questions for the Q&A, leave them in the comments down below. Let's get started. This one is from Travesty. When using analog comps, EQs, etc. on one audio track, but you want to use them on other audio sources, do record and bake in those analog moves and then move to the next element? No. I buy another EQ or another compressor that I need to use on the next track. I talked about this, and I'm not joking, by the way. I talked about this many times. Why do you think I have multiple distressors or multiple fatzos or the same, like 1, 2, 3, 4 1176s? Because that's not the way you mix in analog. That is not the way you mix in analog. You don't use, let's say, an 1176 on vocals, and then if you want to use it on bass, you print the vocals and you put it on bass, and then if you want to use it on snare, you print that bass too, and like, that's hell. First of all, the biggest problem with this is you can't change things in real time. What are you gonna do? As you go on with your mix and you printed your bass, now you want to change it, what you do? You go back and reset the compressor and reprint it again. How long does it take to finish a mix? A mix of like 120 tracks. So not only you're wasting a ridiculous amount of time, but also it simply can't be done because you need to hear the changes in real time, right? And it's called a mix because things mix together and gel together, right? If I EQ a vocal with a hardware EQ, that will change my perception of the synth, and then, you know, if I EQ the synth, I'm just gonna have to tweak it, see, like this. That's also another reason as to why people at home that work so, like this idea of working things in isolation, I'm gonna mix my kick and then I'm gonna mix my snare and put it together, and then the melody and then the 808 and then the vocals, and then you open up and it sounds like ass. That's why, because you can't do that. You can't mix individual elements and then put them together hoping that they will sound good together. It doesn't work like that. So when you use a compressor on a vocal and you need that unit for another track, you buy another one. That's why we have walls and walls of gear, because, you know, everything needs to understand this. When I mix with analog, right? Everything that goes to the analog at the same time. So let's say, example, like vocal number 1 will go to that distressor, vocal number 2 will go to that 1176, the bass is gonna go to the fatso, and then the vocals also go to the mag EQ, and the other vocal goes to the Empress EQ, and then the guitars will go to the successor, or the background vocals will go to the RIA, or the other things will go to the drums will go to the 5500 and the second fatso, and then everything goes to the tubas. So you understand that that's how analog mixing work. And you know, it's unthinkable to do that with like 1 or 2 units, start printing left and right. That's not how it works. If you guys have questions for the Q&A, leave them in the comments down below. Consider using the super thanks and support the channel. Click the join button and access the exclusive members only mix and mastering courses. Many more are coming in the next weeks. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, comment down below. See you next time.
Hands on my neck, hands grip my throat. Lift me up, man, take control. Heart is so gone, my type. Don't you know I fall for the bad type? You play the role of an angel pretty well.